cash in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a she was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. Where we gon'
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Returnable for Thomas. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
21.
Right back to him on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, this is Ware. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. And give credit to Ruben. Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Goff on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right. Come on now.
Here's Goff now on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to throw, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff. That's complete. It's Gordon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Go, son! 180! 17! 17!
Goff now looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I got you. You got 4. You got 21, 21. 13, 13, 11, 11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11. Stay hot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back with more after this. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On 1st down, gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right. Come on out. He goes tonight. 180.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is gone. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's Goff. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To throw is Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
76. 76. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 14. 14.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Goff on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Kelly. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 50, it's gone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hard ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff keeps himself upright. Now, and he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
6.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
White. Check. White.
They run it with McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Go ahead. Flag! 6. 59. 11. 13.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Goff now to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Whoa!
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Evans able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They run once more with McKinnon. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Now McKinnon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I got you. 11. 11. Yes!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
He's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. He's going to get it running right. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
12.
Garoppolo. Able to get away. And this is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one done.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dante Fowler. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. A dump down to McKinnon. And he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff now looks to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Merlin!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
3 down. 180! 180! 86. Alert 86.
Here again is McKinnon. And some room to work. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.